Junk drawers. They are usually filled with junk, and not the junk that's supposed to be there, but other junk. So we are going to tackle your junk drawer today. Hi friends, I'm Simply Sherry, and we are finishing up our 5-day mini-series where we are getting rid of 5 quick things in different areas of our kitchen. We've already done the fridge, the pantry, the kitchen counter, that messy kitchen drawer, and now we are taking care of the junk drawer. You're going to be so happy that you took care of these 5 quick things because your junk drawer is going to be functional and clutter-free again. Number 1, trash and random bits. I like how the British say bits and bobs. I think that's the same thing. I also like their word brekkie, which Jungkook of BTS likes. My bias, but I digress. Let's go back to the junk drawers. So trash, right? Like old receipts that you're not going to get a refund for. Go ahead and shred those, and there might be pieces of paper trash, you know. I mean, who knows what ends up in our junk drawer? Because we think it's the junk drawer, we walk into the kitchen, we're holding something, and then we just stash it there, and it doesn't really belong there. So go ahead and throw those things or put those things where they belong. What about random post-it notes where you put a note on it and you don't even remember what the note was for? Dried up pens, markers, broken pencils, other types of office supplies that don't work anymore. So when you get rid of the trash and random bits and bobs, it's going to make the process a lot easier. Number 2, broken items. I know this sounds obvious, but a lot of times we pass a broken item and we think, let me get rid of this later, because it's so obvious, but we never get to it. Well, here's your time to get to it. So anything broken, like broken keychains, maybe there's a gadget that you don't really remember what it's for, go ahead and recycle that. And maybe you have some old cell phones there that I consider it broken because they're just too old. Like, why would you use that phone that is so old, right? But I mean, some people prefer that, but if it's just been sitting in your junk drawer, there's no reason for it, go ahead and recycle it. It's broken, you're not fixing it, it's time to let it go. Number 3, duplicate items. My favorite. We love duplicates, don't we, right? Because we always are thinking just in case. Well, your junk drawer is only a certain amount of space, and if you fill it up with 2 of everything, then what's the whole point, right? You don't need 2 pairs of scissors in your junk drawer. Maybe you take one and put it in your toolbox area or where you do stuff in the garage. Maybe you need to put it with your craft supplies, but you don't need 2 pairs of scissors there. You might also have stacks and stacks of sticky notes. How many sticky notes do you really need in the junk drawer? You just maybe need one to take notes when you need to do that, but you don't need your whole supply of sticky notes in the junk drawer. Writing tools. So I like to have a pen, a pencil, a permanent marker, maybe a dry erase marker, a highlighter, and an eraser in my junk drawer because I do go there to write stuff. Especially I need like a permanent marker when I'm freezer meal prepping. I like to use that to write on the bag. But other than that, do you really need 3 colors of highlighters or 3 pen colors? It's up to you, depending on the space that you have. So think about it. Do you really need more than one type of pen or that particular writing tool? Number 4, random items that don't belong. So I know a lot of people, example, put batteries in their junk drawer. I don't want to take up that space because like I've mentioned before, I don't have a lot of drawers in my kitchen. So instead, I put batteries either in a carrying case specifically for batteries. And my main batteries are actually in my pantry. They're on the wall with this battery organizer. So that's what I recommend to free up the space in your junk drawer. Tools. So I used to have like a Phillips and a flathead screwdriver in my junk drawer. And I took the time to see how often do I really use that. And I really didn't. My garage is just over there with my toolbox. So that's where I keep the screwdrivers now. So think about that also. I mean, unless you have a humongous house and you can't walk to the garage to get your tools in the toolbox, or if you use a screwdriver every day, then go ahead and keep it in your junk drawer. And think about the other tools that you have. Maybe, what are those, like an X-Acto knife? Is that something that you use all the time? So for me, I don't. So I went ahead and put that in my office where my office supplies are. The same thing goes for craft supplies. I mean, do you need that glue stick in your junk drawer, or can it go to your office or where you have your craft area? So just those three things, let's say batteries, tools, craft supplies, or maybe just the glue stick, just by putting those in a better area that makes more sense, that you're not using on a daily basis, it frees up the junk drawer so that you could put something in there that is something that you use on a daily or weekly basis. Number 5, mystery items. That key to a lock and you don't know where the lock is. A lock without a key. Right? I'm so guilty of that. What about cords that you can no longer identify, that used to go to that phone, or maybe this phone, that DVD player, or that other player that you haven't had for a while? Give yourself permission. It's time to let those go. They've been sitting in that drawer for months and years. You're never going to identify the match, so let it go. Number 1, trash and random bits. Number 2, broken items. Number 3, duplicate items. Number 4, random items that don't belong. Number 5, mystery items. If you found these 5 quick things to clean out your junk drawer helpful, then sub to my channel so you can continue to declutter and get organized. And if you want more control of your space, then sign up for my weekly newsletter. It's called Tuesday Transformations, and I share more how-tos, tips, tools, and encouragement so that you would have less stress and more peace and create a home you love. The link is in the description box below. You will receive 6 free printables when you sign up. Look forward for my next video where I respond to your comments and questions. And if you have a comment or question that you would like me to respond to, put it in the comments section below.